And there we are. In FRL Live, let's make sure the audio is working. Audio. Audio, come on. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen, if you are already tuning in and you can hear me. I just need to confirm that we do have some confirmation that we are live. We are indeed. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to FRL F2 Season 13. My name is SR Zook. I will be taking you through the action for today's race here at Imola. Obviously, last week we took a season break, but before that we were at Portimao, where it was a third Aston Martin 1-2 in a row. Rackler taking the victory ahead of his brother Michael van Dongen, with the other Michael F1 taking P. With the other Michael taking P3, indeed. But quickly running through the drivers and the constructors standings for you today, ladies and gentlemen. It is obviously Rackler, your championship leader, out on top on 86 points, tied in fact with his brother Miguel van Dongen. Rackler ahead on countback due to taking the two victories in Spain and Portugal. Iglesias still maintaining that fight, 62 points for the Lithuanian in third, Cassidy in fourth, Michael F1 in fifth, Milsano sixth, Ballboy seventh, Edzak eighth, Morgan Cassidy ninth, and Leslie in 10th at the current stage. Your constructors standings, and it is no bonus points for guessing who your Constructors' Championship leaders are. It is, of course, Aston Martin. 1-2 in the driver standings and leading the way in the Constructors. 172 points for the team from Silverstone, with Alpine in second, Williams taking third, the Scuderia Ferrari team in fourth, Alfa Romeo in fifth, Red Bull in sixth, Mercedes in seventh, AlphaTauri in eighth, McLaren in ninth, and Haas currently sitting, well, in dead last. But every team scoring over 20 points a season, so you'd love to see it. But obviously today we are here in Imola, as we will be getting underway very shortly indeed, as we've got 14 and we should have 18 tonight. But quickly running through a lap here. Obviously, the shortest run to turn one as your main run from the lights out is into turn two, as that little kink where the start finish line, the 5 red lights are, is actually your turn one. But through into the first chicane, which is Tamburello, aka turns 2, 3 and 4. Easy to make a mistake there, ruin your lap in qualifying, but also not very turn 2 is going to be your heaviest braking zone for overtaking here, with the one and only Dara Straight going on the run into turn 2 after when you exit out of turn 19. But go into Villeneuve in 5 and 6 before you go into Tulsa, the only hairpin on the track at turn 7, before into a little kink of 8 and into 9, aka I believe it's Piratella. Again, easy to run wide. They do not want to mess that corner up whatsoever. We go again into little kinks of 10 and 11 before you go into the infamous Aqua Minerale, aka the 12-13 chicane, before going into Variante Alta 14-15, where the tightest chicane on the track, before the run with DRS detection and your speed trap on the run into the two Ravaxas, AK 17 and 18, 16 being a little kink as well as 19. And that is a short lap, and we'll be going round 32 times in the race. Hopefully the weather does stay away, however, and we can get some really close racing here today, as we will get underway very shortly. As we will be getting underway, 15 drivers today, as I think 3 reserves. As we've got Hawk in there board. Shall I join you in comments? It's completely up to you if you want to join today. I don't mind at all. It's completely up to you. Just let me know, and I'll get you in. So here's going. So I'm going to get. So we have got a co-commentator this week. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. Can invite him in and the so we actually, yeah, we do have a co-commentator for I think the first time in F2 this season, which is going to be lovely. But we will be getting underway very shortly. 15 drivers for today's Grand Prix. Don't forget a short qualifying here today as well. So 18 minutes to set the best lap time you can. We expect to see lap times are about 1 minute possibly 1 minute 15, 1 minute 16, possibly 1 minute 14. You just never know. Around Imola, especially if the weather does decide to stay away, as everyone will be selecting their tyres, tyre selection for this race. And obviously, again, it's probably going to be the one stop that we see today. Whether it be the medium soft, whether it be the medium hard, we just never know. As we're just waiting for, I believe, Stephen, Cassie and Ballboy to choose their tyres. Who knows? We could even get Ballboy doing a lap again. You know, we've had Ballboy doing laps for the last few races. That is something else. But we will be getting underway now, and let's check the weather. As we won't. If you guys want to put some predictions in, you can. But we have got the sun beaming down here in Emilia Romagna, here in the beautiful micro city of San Marino. Don't ask why I'm fighting the map there. It was control the drift. But we will be getting underway, as I believe that is the Alfa Romeo Sauber going out for the first lap. So that's going to be Mr. Neil Sarno on that yellow-walled medium compound tyre here today. So he'll be the first one to set a lap time here. He's sharpened for the mediums. Don't forget, the rule has been completely scrapped since F1 22 of you have to qualify on the tyres you want to start on. It will be the Alfa Romeo Sauber first, as we don't have the beautiful livery from the Italian Grand Prix in-game on the Alfa Romeo, but we do have the Ferrari one. And is it a miracle Ballboy is qualifying again? That is something else. We've actually started to get him qualifying, you know. He showed his pace. Maybe he's just getting bored of not being being at the back every race, you know. But Nosana will be the first man to start on a lap here. The number 7 on that car, representative of Kimi Räikkönen. Back in the days of, before this era of car joined us. Yep, Hawk is into the session now. He should hopefully be joining the party very shortly. I'll quickly check if he has. I don't need to one if not. But I have got him into this one. But Nosana will be the first man as he now is going to round off at Ravatzas as he's broken a brake marker there. And he's into gravel. But unrepresentative of that, Hawk has joined us into the compass box. How you doing?
Hello.
Hello, welcome in. But we're going to quickly ride on board now. Nelsano is the first man on a lap here. He's backing off here. The Williams getting slightly in his way as he goes through Tamburello there. And take it quite easy is the Alfa Romeo Sauber. Whether he's actually pushing or not is another question with him. But as we go through Villeneuve now, and again, he's got the Williams right in front of him there. So thankfully no impeding there for Nelsano. Not very effective lap time very much here today, but as he goes through Tosa now and his foot to the floor, no ERS being used for the Alfa Romeo Sauber. So go through Piratella now, misses apex just slightly, but manages to maximise the exit speed there as we go through Acqua Minerale, the easiest place to invalidate here in Imola, but manages to keep it nice and hooked up there without locking up his rear tyres. Going now into the Variante Alta. Again, easy to invalidate your lap time if you get too greedy. Nosano has invalidated as well, so that's mint.
So Nosano's still bottling it as usual. God,
Yeah.
I haven't watched an F2 race in ages.
Yeah, it's been quite competitive this year, I will give it that, but the man behind Nilsano and the first man to set a lap time this qualifying session will be Barry de Bear. A bit of a surprise package this season as he goes to the top of the 17.4. Next up is actually going to be Ballboy, who goes to the top.
What the hell is going on? Boy on top of a qualifying session.
He's at, not for long as Ellis now takes that top spot off him. You'd be surprised. He's actually been qualifying. He's actually doing qualifying this season. So I think next up's going to be Rackler, who again a lot of people invalidating there. As Rackler and Mickey are both invalidated. So I think it's sent across the line. Next sent to the line, second fastest. Next up will be JB.
I'm just gonna put up the standings really quickly, just so I can get
Yeah, no.
myself.
All you need to know is Rackler and Mike Van Dongen are leading the championship. I think that explains the season. Gone 3-1-2s in a row, but obviously Michael Van Dongen's not here this week, with Smolly taking his seat for Aston Martin. Next up, Edsack's also invalidated. Nelsano hasn't invalidated, and he goes to the top of the timing sheets on that medium compounder tyre. That is quite a good lap, to be fair, for Nelsano. Not that it's going to amount to much in the race, but we never know. As Stevens invalidated again. Everyone not liking the track limits here in Imola. As Cassidy, on his return after a few weeks off, has gone third fastest. Michael F1 not setting a representative lap time, so I think he will be going again. And the AlphaTauri next, actually starting his outlap. So is it Mickey invalidating? So it's very hard to keep up with all these invalidations. So yeah,
Yes. Very well this season. Holy moly!
I think that there's a lot. It's been a very interesting season, to be honest with you, and it's definitely proven to show who the more consistent ones are. I mean, we've had Cassidy win a race, we've had Ignalis win a race, Edzak going up to fifth fastest there, 15.4. Nobody able to break the 1 minute 14 barrier at the moment. But we could expect Neil Sarno to do it when he goes onto the soft compounder tyres. Then again, he'd probably bottle it, knowing him. I think the next person on that vote is Mickey. Or is it? I don't know. No, it's Leslie. It is Leslie. Just ahead of him, as Mickey's going through the variant role, to Leslie going through the Ravazzas. Now, I keep trying to... Why does my brain want to say the Lesmos? That's wrong Italian track there. Leslie goes 10th fastest.
I mean, there are
next
also two 90-degree corners, so...
Very similar. There you go. They're very similar indeed. Very, very similar. Mickey, though, 6th fastest. That's a shockingly good time for Mickey, actually. It's not been up there all too much this season. Definitely not seeming to be the best in the race, but solid lap time from him there.
So we are only a few minutes to qualifying, though. I don't know how far, because we have an Alpine moving very slowly. I think that's Zach. I think he might be out of fuel.
Yep, Zach out of fuel. O'Stevens not improving on his fastest lap, but he is just trying to get a lap in at this point. I think Bullboy's on an out lap, so we're right on board with O'Steven as he goes to the line. Nope, he decides to pull into the pit lane. That ruins that plan. Smolly. Smolly, I don't think he's raced this season yet. So he would have raced last week if we weren't on a break week, but on his return, goes to the top of the timing sheet. That's a good lap time indeed. And some would say this Aston Martin dominance is just getting boring at this point.
But once I got to say Nisano, I remember when I left off after the first 2 or 3 races, I remember that he was very quick in qualifying, and being in P2 right now, only 4 tenths down on the mediums, when he set those that time. I think he can easily get Smolly once he's giving it a go on the softs, as he is driving out of the pits now on the softs.
It's going to be interesting to see what Nilsana can do. He is naturally very quick in qualifying, and he's got a lot of raw pace. It's just he's never been able to really hook it up in the race. I mean, we've seen his excellency in the race before. In I think it was F3 Jeddah, where he took the win a few seasons back, but never really been able to reach them heights. Apart from I think it was last season in Austria, where he took the win in one of the most hectic races I can remember.
I mean, F2 has always been hectic, though.
Yeah, true. Bullboy goes up to 7th fastest there. I'm just saying, if you get rid of the top 3 now, it is a very close qualifying.
Also, I just noticed they've updated the Ferrari livery.
Yeah, they've got the Monza one now.
Yeah.
So
Very beautiful livery. Inspired by the Ferrari 499 hypercar.
That infamously won Le Mans as well.
Yeah, with Antonio Giovinazzi, the Jesus of motorsport.
Exactly, and it is a beautiful livery. I would have loved to see if they brought the they have brought the Alfa Romeo one in as well, but that's as a F1 World car. So
I really love the Alfa Romeo one with the Italian flag on it.
Yeah, that was a beauty to see. To be fair, it was nice to see Bottas get some points in it. To be fair, because you did get to see it quite a lot.
What's also going to be nice is to see Sen come across the line. He's up by half a second, so he might be challenging for a pole.
Oh, invalidated.
Last corner.
Yeah, easy to do that there at the Ravazzas, especially on exit. Next up, though, is going to be his teammate JB, as he's invalidated. So, is Bullboy on another lap? Nope. It's the Williams. It's Cassidy. It's Cassidy to the line next. 2nd fastest.
No, not bad.
Wow. Cassidy has definitely proven to take a bit of a leap up this season so far in comparison to a few previous ones. Obviously, taking a win in Spain. Next up is going to be, I think, Leslie.
Oh, I just was on board with Nisano, and he got impeded quite a lot there by Mike, going into the second to last chicane. I'm not sure if that cost him some time.
Yeah, he's backing off now.
Yeah, he's not going to be happy about that.
Yeah, that is. We just missed it on the stream there. But just quickly on Cassidy though, he is definitely proven to have quite a lot of pace this season, and obviously taking the win. But I mean, the first 3 rounds just proved it was a bit unlucky. with 3, I think it was DNFs before taking that victory. But I think next up, we'll quickly run on board with Nilsano as he goes into the Villeneuve chicane here. And the Aston Martin doing what Mickey should have done, and actually getting out of the way. And Nilsano is purple in that first sector. So just needs to find 3 more attempts throughout the lap now. And
He barely has any energy though.
he's already out.
Degrading.
Yeah, he's already flashing. So it'll be interesting to see. If he takes provisional pole with no ERS, that is, yeah.
Might as well move him up to F1 then. No.
Might as well. No, we need drivers.
Yeah.
I think we've got.
I think it looks decent-ish for this week, I think.
13 for tomorrow. Is that going up to 4 fastest there? We've just missed that one.
Very impressive.
Stephen next. 10th fastest for him. But it's Nilsano next. He is improving by 2 tenths with no battery. Goes up to 2nd fastest there. Jumps Cassidy, but remember, no battery for Nilsano as well. So it's a matter of what if on his first, on that lap there. Mickey, I think he's starting his push lap now. Then yeah, he's out of battery.
Same with Rekla, he just started his lap right behind Nilsano. He
Yep.
has a bit of traffic in front of him as we are closing in on the 5-minute mark. So still plenty of time remaining for people to come into the pits and get another set of tires.
Yes, it's such a short circuit around here, so you can get many laps in. Indeed, this, especially if you do mess up with 5 minutes ago, you can easily get a lap at, get back into pits, get a new, fresh set of soft tires. But it does beg the question, though, of obviously such a short circuit. It's more if you waste your tires, it's just should prove to be detrimental. And could be a case of just nailing that lap. Obviously, seeing everyone invalidate so early on. But I think Bullboy has started his final lap now. The Ferrari just crossing the line there. Still surprised no Humanoid making an appearance yet in this qualifying session. But I don't think he qualifies that much, to be fair.
Qualifying ban, does he?
He doesn't normally set a time, to be honest.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, I don't think he did in Portimao. Bullboy, though, is down on his time by 800ths there. So definitely trying to find the time as we go through now into Piratella. And that Ferrari, I think it's only home Grand Prix. I don't know if we're going to Monza this season. I genuinely don't remember.
I'm going to check the calendar.
If you check, I actually don't know if we're going to Monza this season.
We are going to Monza.
We are, so Ferrari having 2 home Grand Prix this season. Bullboy though, purple in that middle sector. Whether it is actually a purple, we don't know.
I'll check it right now.
There we go. So he does need to find a whole 8 tenths in the Ravazzas to have any chance of taking a provisional pole. Isaac's retired. As Bullboy stays 8th fastest, hasn't improved on his time.
And I would also
JB
3.5 tenths down on purple.
JB stays 12th fastest. Exak though retiring in the pit lane. In 4th.
Compounds. Or soft compounds.
We could have a quick look in the race director quickly. So Edzak, he's only used 2 sets of soft compound. So is he might be saving one for the race.
Could be.
Yeah, as everyone now making their way for their final qualifying laps. It's going to be interesting to see this race. Obviously, we've had a lot of shot podiums as well this season. Obviously, the Aston Martin guys taking 3 1-2s. No one would have expected that, especially to go back to back to back. Another shock as well is the Alpha Tauri of Leslie. I was taking a podium in Kota, in possibly the craziest race of the season so far. But looking through, yeah, we've had a hell of a lot of podium sitters this season. Wow. That's actually shocks me. The hell is that? Just Bullboy retires. I think he is out of compounds. As ignore the laughter there. I just rode on board with Rackler as he flat out the Variante Alta.
It's gonna be cool. I don't think he's gonna be able to get out
Yeah.
again.
As Bunty wants to commentate now.
No, Bunty.
He's just put room for another commentator.
We only have place for league owners that aren't passionate enough about the league to commentate. Who knows?
But, oh, please. Yeah. I mean, I don't mind, honestly. We're just here for the fun of watching O'Stephen fumble around to try and score points.
I remember we once tried to hire 3 commentators, I think somewhere around France or Hungary, and it was...
Yeah,
3 of those commentators that are always talking, so it wasn't that great.
I think we've had to do it before for F2 Japan back in season 10, mainly because Jesse and Yuri couldn't they couldn't actually communicate with each other, so I had to jump in. So that was fun. As Bunty says, drop the invite. No, there's your answer. But we're going to run on board with Leslie, who is the first man to finish off his push lap. I believe Mickey ahead and Berry both invalidating their lap times. But Leslie, up to the line, where can he stop at AlphaTauri? 12th fastest. As next up across the line will be, I think, the Williams. And I've just noticed Cassidy hasn't gone out for another lap as well.
So how many compounds did he use? I think Cassidy
might be out as well.
He did use 3 compounds.
Yeah.
Beckler used the most right now with 4, same as JB.
Yeah, Michael up to the line by way goes 4th fastest.
Oh, and that's only on a 2nd compound, so he's looking quite good for the race. Michael is another one of those guys who, now with his comeback after taking a break for a season, seems to have found his pace again.
Yeah, but with Smalley into the pit lane, Nilsano has invalidated.
Oh.
That is a bottle and a half from Nilsano. I think next up cross line will be Sen as he's getting impeded slightly. Sen goes 2nd fastest. Ignelis goes... Wow.
Dude, who else do we have? Oh, Steven.
Come on. Mickey, where can he put his car? Can he go to 2nd? Can he take provisional pole? Nope. Nope, 10th. 10th. Well, but it is Smolly on pole. The Aston Martins take a pretty shock pole, to be fair. I don't think, the 2nd one for the team this season, with Michael Van Dongen taking the only other one in Kota, where obviously he retired in the race. So not a good omen for Aston Martins getting pole this season. But 2 tenths is the gap between the Aston Martin and the Alpine there. Nilsano, your biggest bottler of qualifying, in 4th there. Definitely had the pace though to take that pole position off Smolly.
Isano's saying that he got lag spike because I joined the session. I don't want to believe that.
Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, but Smolly, top of the timing sheets. Ignelis 2nd, Sen 3rd. Nilsano in 4th. Cassidy and Michael F1. Williams 3rd row lockout there, and it's a good result for them, to be fair, to climb up that constructor standings. I forgot where they are, but Ezak in 7th. Rackler 8th. Bullboy in 9th. Mickey in 10th in that Ferrari sandwich. In that Ferrari calzone, you could say. As O'Stephen is 11th, Buried a Bit in 12th, Leslie 13th, JB 14th, and Uminoy will round out your grid. But we will be going on for the race very shortly. With the times being how they are, could we see it being a dry race? Or because I don't think people are doing times on that.
Yeah, I think this is one of the tracks where if they would have a red race, we would have seen a lot of differences in straight line speed and cornering speed. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think anyone would be breaking into the 14s, to be fair. But it is dry, bone dry, in fact, on the track. No rain in sight, it looks like. Who knows? As we do have 32 laps. But, well, technically 33 laps, as we do take on have the formation lap burst. And I wonder how many people are going to be spoons and disqualify themselves.
Let's see, so driver much unlike the real Imola Grand Prix, which couldn't take place because of floods everywhere in the region.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently the locals had something more important going on than hosting a F1 race, understandably.
Yeah. I hate that feature. They've got rid of the timer for the spectators to bloody see the to see the live loading in. But quickly running through your tyre selections. Smolly opting for the hardest compound tyre from pole position. Ignatius and Nilsano on the mediums. The Williams team opting to go for the Red Bull soft compound tyre, going for that initial launch. Don't forget as well, in this game, the undercut is just so powerful, especially with how the tyres drop off massively throughout the race. Ezak, Rackling Bull, all opting for the mediums. Mickey and O'Steven also opting with Smolly for the hardest compound tyre. Berry, Leslie, JB and Humanoid all on the mediums too. Hawk, you got any predictions for this race?
I predict the Williams guys to be very aggressive on the strategy. Remember, Cassidy only used 3 compounds, Michael only used 2, so they do have a couple of softs still left in the garage. I mean, clearly the objective is going to be to just make up positions early on and try to pull away, and maybe hope for a safety car at the right time. Oh, that's a spin. That's
Ignelis.
Oh. Meanwhile, Smolly on the hards, he's gonna hope to get his tires fired up and somehow defend against those guys on the faster tires behind him. That's gonna be difficult for him. I think the medium is just the safest option right here, but I don't know. Those top 4 will have to watch out for the Williams boys on the softs.
Yeah, especially the man we now nicknamed the Flying Scotsman here, and on that softest compound tyre, your lead one here is Smolly has also gone for a spin and decides to do a spot of rally in the gravel at the second Ravazza.
Better clean those tires off quickly.
Yes, Leslie and Berry have been disqualified.
There are 2 people that don't know how to park a car.
No, they weren't even there. I think they've collided.
Oh god.
As Smolly just going through everyone here, just to definitely seems you wouldn't see.
Standing very sideways because he was lining up on the wrong side first. That's an interesting position. Might actually shorten his run to the first chicane.
Yeah, but we are now going to go to the 5 red lights here for the Imola GP. We are underway here. The camera angle not doing us any justice. Sen has already got the launch on Ignelis here. And now Cassidy has already made his way up to front. There's a big collision. There's a massive collision. That's Nilsano. That's Cassidy. That's Ignelis all gone. What happened there? The safety car's already out.
From what I could see, Ignelis just had massive respin off the line, got nowhere. I can just assume that they went 3 wide and must have had contact.
Yeah, must have been a little bit of cutover. So Ignelis is already in the chance. What a race! They made it to turn 1 at least, but they didn't make it to turn 2. That is shocking there. But I think that could be a bit of a sigh of relief for Smolly, actually, on that harder compounder tyre. So we're just going to see, has anyone else got any damage from that?
I don't think anyone has, at least not in the upper
Didn't see him,
half.
But that was a dream getaway for Smolly. But from what I saw, because I had to ride on board with someone, as I had an absolutely horrible camera angle. Sen got the launch on Ignelis, and we rode on board with Cassidy. Cassidy was already into 3rd. Could that just be a racing incident? You know, I mean, they're all bunched up. Oh my, Smolly! Oh my! And everyone is bottling it today. What? Does no one want to win this race?
God, this is like, not sure if anybody watched this, but if any of you watched the last IndyCar race of the season yesterday in Laguna Seca, that's exactly what they were doing, just spinning all over the place. But I come back to that starting incident. I was riding on board with Ignatius after the initial launch, and he was just driving out his engine, so I think he just had massive wheel spin, got overtaken by everybody. I can just assume that Misano and Cassidy went next to him and maybe pulled to the right and didn't know that he was still there. So, I don't know, maybe it was just a racing incident, but obviously massive disappointment for all three of those guys who started near the front and now, wait, they didn't even make it to turn one.
I mean, I think today's already reminded me of, obviously you've mentioned the IndyCar race at Laguna Seca. I think this would remind me a little bit of the Greek rally we've had this weekend, where obviously Nouvelle DNF'd from the lead of a rally in stage 10, and then Ogier DNF him from the lead at, I think it was stage 10, and led to Rovanpera leading the rally by 2 minutes. With like, I think it was about 4 stages to go. So definitely proving no one wanting to win this one. As yeah, it was fun because I was in Salford when I saw Nuva at DNF'd, and it was not a fun time. But we will have one more lap. We'll have one more lap of the safety car here today. Guarantee you, if we had red flags on, that probably would have been a red flag.
Quite possibly.
That
was some recent update potentially.
No idea. I haven't been paying attention.
I mean, I was busy myself, so I'm not quite sure. I might have to read through the patch notes again from the latest update.
Yeah. I'm just saying, by the way, if people keep bottling from the lead, Bullboy is currently in 5th.
I mean, actually looking at the position gains, Smolly and Humanoid.
What? Smolly's got 5 seconds.
I saw them.
That will probably
position for a split second, and
that could likely be removed if there's no more safety cars, because he will have to serve that.
Yeah. Very weird.
Everyone's gained. Everyone's gained apart from Smolly.
Yeah, everyone's gained. JB gaining 6 positions. Edzak 5, O'Steven 5, couple of people with 4 positions gained. Yeah, Smolly, Nisano, Cassidy, Igniels, all the big losers.
But noticing how the only one of the top 5 to not get caught up with that in that incident was Sen.
Yeah.
I mean, Sen has had some pretty horrible luck this season, to be fair. Obviously, DNFing from the lead last time out in Portimao. And then I think he crashed from the lead as well in Monaco.
Oh, God.
So maybe it's 3rd time lucky, as he does become now the virtual Burt Mylander in this race. Oh my God, he nearly spun it as well.
God. I mean, so far we had about 200 meters of green flag racing, so let's see if we can get 30 more laps.
I don't even think we got that. I don't even think we got that. Now, let's hope everyone keeps it nice and clean.
Let's see when he's gonna go.
Yeah, I'll go after the rats, to be fair. I'll try and catch... He's gone. Hasn't caught the Alpine napping, and we are back underway. Green flag running once more, and Edzak's got him.
Yeah, he was on the button.
Oh, has he?
Button much earlier.
No, Michael's got him. Michael's on the grass. Have they heard nothing? Michael's got Edzak. Michael's on the gravel now. Have these boys look?
Back at him.
O'Steven's got ball boy. O'Steven is 6th on the hards. Let's just bring that up. O'Steven's in a beautiful position.
But that was interesting from Sen. Edzak used his overtake very early, but Sen used it later on in the higher gears and managed to pull ahead again before the first chicane, and Michael on was soft, immediately on attack for P2, as you would expect.
Yeah, obviously needs to make that soft compound tyre work. Boy, Smolly has entered the pit lane. He served his 5-second penalty. He's now onto the softest compounded tyre. So it's good to see him not retiring so early on in the race, as we would see a lot of people quit after such a scenario, and definitely shows good mentality from him there. But yeah, Sen looking to try and pull away from Edzak. Michael as well, trying to launch an attack on Edzak, but Sen managed to break the DRS actually of Edzak due to the fight in Bowie further back. Leslie has got past Mickey there, the AlphaTauri, making promises here, as now Berry the Bear has going for it. Oh, down the inside of Leslie. He's gone off the track there, and that was desperate from Berry there, and he's...
Good save,
Oh
man.
my gosh. Berry getting pretty desperate there through Tamburello, as he did cut the inside there. And can't really fault Leslie as much there. As Ignellis, left the session now, the man in who's going for a little pizza in the Alpine garage.
Oh, but reminds me, I still have to eat dinner. I think I'm gonna make myself a pizza after this.
Ooh, I'll have a pizza tomorrow, I think. Actually, no, I'm back home at like 9:30 in the evening.
I out my oven for the first time today, and Jesus, that thing, it stinks a lot.
Yeah. By the way, Rackler is launching an attack on Michael now. Are the softs dying already? They shouldn't be.
It's 3 laps on the safety car, surely not.
They can't be dead, surely. Or the medium's just proven to be better. Or the medium's just proven to be a better race tire. I mean, Rackler did launch an attack already before we got into the Variante Ruta. DRS now wide open, available. Here comes Bullboy. Where's he come from? He's past Michael already.
Michael isn't even defending. Is he already struggling?
Yeah, Mickey as well, getting past Leslie. The hards are looking really good. The softs not being a good race tire. Oh, that was nearly a horrible collision between Mickey and Leslie there. And now Humanoid is all over the back of his Mercedes teammate. Berry the Bear trying to get back into the points paying positions as well. And, yeah, Berry was hoping there. JB's off!
Oh no!
And Smalley sets the fastest lap. JB he's down to 11th from 7th on the grid.
Oh god. Terrible start to the race for him, but we are only 6 laps into the race. I'm wondering right now, as you said, Smalley pitted for the soft side of the safety car. Why didn't he pit for soft during the safety car as Michael is going off the grass?
He did it to serve a penalty. He did it to serve a penalty, I think.
But he still could have done it under safety car.
He got the penalty on the lap the safety car came in.
Ah, okay. That makes sense. But yeah, Michael is really struggling. Like, he's been off track coming out of Agua Minerali.
Could he have possible body damage from that collision?
I don't think he was involved in that collision.
He wasn't, but could he have received some damage? Edzak's going for the lead now. Into Tamburello. He's through into the lead of the race there, but goes a little bit deep. Now Edzak's back pass, sends back pass. Here comes Rackler as well. Wow. And Edzak pays the price for going deep into Tamburello there. And Bullboy, where's he come from? We wished it was so Stephen.
Bullboy also works. I would love to see it.
One of the Ferraris. Just one of them.
In Italy, fighting for a podium, you just gotta love it. Especially with that beautiful livery.
You can't hate it. You cannot hate it at all.
Look at Rackler. He's all over the back of sand. Oh, back end going a bit light under braking.
Maybe trying to switch back on Sen. Don't forget as well, I think Rackler's going to hold out now for the DRS. As Sen cuts that, the inside curve massively there to try and gain a little bit.
And it did gain him some time.
But not enough.
Check the energy. Sen has much more energy than Rackler. Rackler has about 40%, Sen about 60, and there's the penalty for him for track limits.
Then first one to pick up a time penalty for track limits. Here comes Rackler. Vicious proves how powerful the DRS is in this game. But he goes to the inside. Bullboy as well. He's onto the grass.
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh my gosh! Bullboy and Edzak have to take a base back.
Enough space there for Rackler.
Now, I don't want to jinx it. Bullboy is currently winning the race because of Sen's penalty.
He just jinxed it. Yeah, I'm not sure if Sen gave Rackler enough space on the apex or if that was just a racing incident there, but that's very unfortunate for the Aston Martin. Both Aston Martins down the field. And
Yeah.
we have Mike, Mickey, and Steven battling for P5.
Yeah, Mickey proving quite strong in this race so far, to be fair. I'm just going to quickly look at what his best position of the season was. As actually don't remember. Mickey, why did he put me on that one? Mickey, 18th in the championship. His best result of the season is 7th, actually, where his teammate currently is. So maybe looking to try and make his way up the order to try and better that best finish of the season so far. As obviously Mercedes 7th currently in the constructors standings on 40 points. Had a massive scoring race in Australia, but obviously dropping off massively in from Kota onwards. As Mickey now trying to make the move on O'Steven, but O'Steven defends that quite well, to be fair. It's buried the beds now past Rackler as well.
Oh, look at Humanoid. I think there might be some team orders coming in if they are in the same party, because Humanoid on those mediums, I think, might be the fastest driver right now.
I don't think Umanoid goes into parties, to be fair.
True. Then he just has to get it done the old-fashioned way and just get past his teammate to show, hey, I'm faster than you.
To be fair, who wants to see team orders? Nobody wants to see team orders. Let's have some good old fighting.
True. Oh, and Michael again going wide. Turn 9, so yeah, he's really struggling with his tires now, I believe, after 8 laps.
They'll be dead now.
I think he's going
Yellow
to
flags. Umanoid's out.
No.
No. And that saved Leslie.
Yeah,
he spun a Piratella. Safety car back out. So that is a saving grace for Michael.
Humanoid lost it at the exit of... Oh, and...
That's in Aqua Minerale, isn't it?
Mikey lost 2
positions.
positions.
Shit.
Did he...
No damage on the other Merc.
But did they have contact? Maybe rear end to front end contact?
Yeah. Who knows? Everyone into the pit lane now. Michael, especially O'Steven.
Steven's gonna lead. Oh no, Steven's coming.
No, O'Steven comes in. Mickey, is he gonna? Mickey stays. Mickey is gonna lead. Hey. That's a new race leader for this season.
Some couple of a few leading leaders for Mickey now.
Come on.
Safety car. There he goes down.
Leslie and Smolly's going to come in. This is a saving grace for Smolly, to be fair.
Yeah.
It's definitely proving why you don't retire from races, you know. Anything can happen. Smolly's back into this now.
Yeah. I mean, I remember I got P3 in season 16 in the championship.
Yeah.
Because other people decided to retire in races and I stuck out even when I was a lap down with giving damage.
Yeah, I mean, anything can happen, really. In any race, in particular. I think, I can't remember one. I think it was in another league. It was in China? As one of the reserves has just turned up.
Hugo together.
Yeah, he's one of the reserves. Yeah, just a little late. I mean, you could jump in a car, do 10 laps quickly, you'll be on the lead lap.
You can maybe jump in the safety car. It comes out again. Automatic car to see if Humanoid is doing alright. But yeah, I mean, based on where Humanoid crashed, he crashed just where the field is coming through now at the exit of Aqua Minerale on the right side. It suggests to me that maybe it was a car on his outside and he might have had some contact. And I believe it might have been his teammate.
It's either contact or he just lost it on the traction. It is a difficult traction zone, to be fair. So it could have just been that.
2 positions at the same place.
Might have Umnoy might not have ghosted, and he had to take evasive action.
But Humanoid was behind Mikey.
True. Maybe Mikey was just being a dum dum.
Maybe they were both being dum dum at the same time.
Yeah. Hey, it's worked out for Mikey. He might not have pitted. He might not have pitted, but he is in the lead.
Yeah. I mean, this right here is what I think Bobo called it the T-Hawk strategy a couple of years ago. Just staying out on the hard and trying to defend from everybody. Let's see if we can actually make it work.
That strategy, pretty iconic, to be fair. I think most people have tried to do that before. I think some with varying success. With varying success.
As Hugo leaves us again, Small is going to catch up at the end of sector 1, so safety car should be in this lap.
Yeah. I mean, I did it back in, I think it was AER Britain in season 6, and I mean, I stuck it out on mediums because I knew I wouldn't be able to overtake him on track. So I stayed out on a safety car and I won the race.
Ooh. I remember I did that in Australia on old hards against Masho and fresh mediums behind me. And I managed to pull away and keep a gap to him. So, but those were different times on different games when the tire models were a bit different.
Yeah. I mean, we don't bring up how I got like a 2-second gap on the safety car restart. There was a lap car on intermediates because on his screen it was still raining, and on everyone else's screen it was dry.
When was that? In which game?
Last game, 22.
Oh.
He had rain and everyone else had dry. Yeah. But Mickey now, I don't think I say this, Mickey is your virtual bike Marlander, and he is racing away. I don't think he's used to this. Oh, it's contact! There's contact!
Yeah.
There's contact between Sen and Mickey.
I think it was
Oh my gosh.
Didn't register, but you gotta be careful there.
They've done it about 40 times, to be fair. But this is a horrible... Michael's already got Bullboy.
Was that beside was Sen? He's gonna get Mickey on the inside into Tamburello.
Yeah, I mean, you just want that inside line, to be fair. Bullboy's already got Michael again. Michael got an illegal overtake.
Oh.
And Bullboy needs to get this move on Mickey done quickly. Don't forget Sen's penalty.
Look at that.
Bullboy's got him. Wow.
Bullboy's going to be calling it right now.
Don't know. Commentators curse.
Yeah, now he's going to spin off.
No, clearly we all... Oh, Mickey! Mickey!
What happened?
Basically boxed him Berry as he was going for a move, nearly cost him a major amount of time. Mickey, though, those hards are dead.
Yeah, he's absolutely dropping down. He doesn't have any temperature in those tires either. JB is going around the outside of him. They're just driving circuits around him right now.
Bit of a moving chicane there, to be fair.
And he lost it. Same place where his teammate lost it, but this time he manages to actually keep it on track.
Yeah. Then again, with Sen, his pace is so strong, to be fair. Will he be able to pull out that 3-second gap? Rackler ahead of O'Stephen now. He's trying to pull off a bit of a comeback drive here. As the Aston Martin looking quite strong as Sen now sets the fastest lap of the race.
Let's see, of course, Bobo is one of those guys. He usually doesn't get a lot of penalties, but I wouldn't say he's, the fastest driver on the grid. Although that being said, over the last couple of seasons, his pace has increased quite significantly. And he went from not knowing how to battle anyone or refusing to battle anyone to actually being quite decent at defensive and offensive driving. Yeah,
I mean, he's definitely proved it. Especially, I think compared to last game, I mean, Silverstone was such an example there where he wasn't the most aggressive driver, but he was calm. And I mean, when I was fighting him, he knew when to make an overtake on me. He learnt my weaknesses. There's 2 people picking with time penalty, Aqua Minerale, at the exact same time.
Actually 3. Leslie got a penalty as well, I just noticed.
Yeah, he got that before the safety car, I think.
Ah, okay.
So, mint. Bullboy and Michael.
Did Bobo slow down to get the DS on Michael there? I think he might have gotten the DS.
DRS isn't activated this lap. This next lap,
okay.
It's now. Are we activated?
That was very smart though.
Yeah.
Down to P3.
Don't forget, Michael's on the mediums.
True.
So could Bullboy just be using Michael to try and carry him along to Sen?
That could be very possible. I think that's what he might be trying to do. Get a bit of a moment through Tamburello though.
Yeah, don't forget, Michael's tyres are going to die off quite substantially earlier in comparison to Bullboy and Edzak, and especially Sen as well.
Lap 8, 9 on those tyres potentially.
Yeah, O'Stephen, no, he's falling really far down the pack now. Smolly is ahead of him and through into 8th place. Leslie decides to do a spot of mowing on the exit of Tosa. That was mint. I just noticed. Gosh, I need to go through my fucking cable management at some point. Sen's already broken the 3-second, I think, as well. He's 2.8 ahead of Michael.
Yeah. So you're just driving off into the distance
Yep,
before
done it.
he spins around.
Yeah, I mean, DNFing, well, crashing out twice. Leslie picks up another 3-second time penalty. So that's a little bit of a bonus for Mickey. Don't forget, Mickey is the only one in this race not to have made a pit stop. So I think he's in a good place right now. But everyone now settling into the race. Smolly is ahead of JB now, through into 7th place. Leslie is into the pit lane.
Oh, and Weckler, I think he's gonna let Smolly... No, he's not gonna let him through. The Aston Martin's costing each other some time there.
Yeah, no team orders down at Aston Martin. I'm sure if it was Mikel there could have been more team orders. Don't know if Rackler and Smolly work very well together. That's why I put him as reserve. That's why I put Smolly as their reserve. No, I'm joking. It was random. I just want to see some drama.
Boy is able to keep with Michael not being able to go so up to Sen.
Yeah, but he's playing this smart, to be fair. He's saving his battery and just managing now to maintain the tyres, despite being in that dirty air of Michael. And it's helping him keep the level-headed Latvian, Zach, just behind him. However, Bullboy's about to lose the DRS if he's not careful.
He got about 5/10 through the chicane, I believe.
He's got it, though. And I've just noticed Berry the Bear is in 5th. Wow, that is some recovery drive from him, to be fair.
He gained 7 positions, gained the most positions out of everyone. The basically turn 1 incident, as though Stephen picks up a 3-second time penalty, has just been reported by Neil Sarno. And they're blaming Cassidy Leslie! Safety car! Leslie did a Leclerc.
But he couldn't save his tyre.
Yeah.
This gives us a quick chance now to have a look at this incident, you could say.
Yeah, that's...
As he's got a whole 90-minute video of qualifying in the race. Let's see this.
3, 4, 5 red lights.
My one lane. Cassidy just cuts across. Cassidy just cuts across. Ignelis is a passenger in that. So Cassidy's trying to make the move on Sen. Cuts across Nilsano. Nilsano gets Ignelis and doesn't see him on his inside.
Yeah, because I reckon that it's because Cassidy didn't know that Ignelis is still on the right side of Nilsano, as with more penalties which just got awarded, I think. With Steven, 5-second penalty.
Oh, Steven, 5 seconds?
Did he crash with someone?
He didn't speed in the pit lane, because Steven naturally doesn't go very quick.
Oh, Steven has lost his front wing.
He's had a collision, hasn't he?
He must have had a collision.
He collided. And, oh my gosh, Berry the Bear is on the podium.
He collided with JB.
So the old warriors, the old fighters, in fact, the old men. I was trying to be nice here.
Getting tortured by a car.
The myths, the Greek gods of FRL. The F4 season 3, the dynasty of Collide. Gosh, what are we doing here today?
To be honest, we're still really bloody fast, so...
Yeah, I will say they are probably faster than me at this stage, so I can't really say.
But isn't that much of a challenge?
I don't race anymore, man. I do rally a lot more. I've just... Depending on if Casey reports his time being glitched, because he's beaten me over all 4 stages, but he's down as a 40-minute rally. I got 20 minutes. But if he doesn't report it, I've won my first rally, like overall.
That would be nice.
Belgium, the Belgian German, as they put it. So it's 2 stages from the Belgian rally, 2 stages from the German rally.
Ah. God, I gotta get back into rallying, but first
It's fun.
I'd need a
So
proper
fun.
racing setup
Yeah.
to
The
plug
new,
in my wheel.
yeah, the new rally game's coming out in November as well.
A new
It's
WRC game,
yeah,
it is, right?
EA and Codemasters have took over it. So
Ah.
it's basically the WRC game with Dirt Rally 2.0 physics and handling.
Oh, not bad. But actually get that.
So I think 40 something quid for pre-order.
Oh, it's not too bad. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna pre-order it because I still don't have a place to put my wheel, but eventually
Yeah.
I might get that.
It genuinely looks really good, so yeah, I think Rally is on the up as F1's on the down, so
Yeah.
we all
I don't know,
know
maybe
which
we're gonna
one.
try to kickstart a rally tier again like we once did with Dirt Rally 2.0.
Oh, we're doing a rally tick. Get in. Yeah, I'm actually happy about that now. That's really
But before that I would rather start a GT3 tier on Gran Turismo 7.
But that still needs to come to fruition. I'm just gonna have a quick look at something.
I mean, I'm busy with other stuff, so...
Sen's got 5 warnings.
Ooh.
Bullboy has got 0. Berry the Bear's got 0.
Safety car coming in.
Yeah. Brackler's on 3. And I think, yeah, and JB's on 5. So that's your top 5 penalties. But Sen becomes the virtual Minelander for the 2nd time this race, and he is really racing away. Maybe he wants to stay behind the safety car. Oh!
That's
Oh!
iffy. There would have been contact that bad, he might have been reported for that.
That could have been a race back because everyone nearly went into everyone. But Sen's going to go now. Is Bullboy going to get him already?
I think Barry has got to the ball boy though.
Bullboy, he's charging. ERS, go to the inside, Bullboy.
Oh, Barry
We've
on the
got-
inside now.
We've got no bias at all. What's going on back here? Oh, Edzak's on the curbs. Oh, Edzak's dropped to 9th. He's done at
Only have 10
Hamilton.
cars left.
Is everyone scoring points regarding they finish?
Afterwards, if anybody retires now, then you're just... I'm sorry, but you're just stupid if you retire now on purpose. Bit late.
Yeah, if you crash, then you're just a dum-dum.
I mean, if you crash and rip off your suspension, fair enough, that happens, but JB not getting a penalty. But if you go into the pits and retire your car, then you're just stupid, because the point is still the point.
Yeah. Michael and Smolly, by the way, making a beautiful reincarnation of Ackerman. Oh, contact! That's force off there by Smolly. That's contact from Smolly, forcing JB off there. So Smolly lets him back by, but that's really compromised him on Edzak.
Yeah.
Hugo's back.
Hugo's back again. He decided that he does want to continue watching this.
Wants to learn more
so
about his
Michael
future
and Barry
opponents.
are side by side coming out of the last corner. Now Michael and Michael actually are side by side.
I'd say Berry's had a bit of a name change, I think. Bullboy's already lost the RS to Sen.
Sen's only one warning away from another penalty.
I think it would be very interesting to see that. Is Berry actually going to win a race, or is Bullboy going to do it? They are your 2 favourites to win at the moment. JB going for a spin.
Yeah, he yeeted it into the gravel, trying to overtake Steven.
So JB joining the rally hype train.
Oh, and Michael and Wackler.
Don't forget, Rackler has got the penalty though. So oh, Berry's gone. This is just. That's opened the door for Bullboy to get back in this.
It was a parting of the seas.
Bullboy is genuine. Come on. Clearly, by the way,
that was that from Wackler. That was completely on him. He just sent it throughout into turn 9 and just had Barry and spun. For a moment, I thought that we both saved it, but then the cars got grip again and just decided to not be on the track anymore.
Oh, yeah, I do say this now. There is absolutely clearly no bias on who we want to win this race, but Bullboy's doing quite well.
To be honest, I quite fancy Michael to win as well because he's.
I mean,
because I would like any of those guys to win because they are all. I think
But it
this
has-
F2 field is quite closely matched overall.
Where's Smolly come from? He's up to 4th.
Well, you know, just doing his thing.
He's turned up.
If he wins this after starting from pole, going down to
30
last
seconds
place
off
because of his own
the grid.
mistake.
30 seconds off the pack. Rackler's in the pit lane.
Yeah, I think he got front wing damage in that.
Yeah,
If he
that's
retires
mediums.
now, I'm gonna...
No, he's going to continue.
Yeah.
Obviously, he is in the championship fight. He's your championship leader. This is a point that takes him ahead of Michael van Dongen.
True. Because they're equal on points going into this.
Yeah. So this will make him championship leader outright, no matter what happens. And let's say they want to the rest of the season, alternating. Rackler wins it on this point.
God, could you imagine the Netflix drama if those two have a championship like Verstappen and Hamilton? Two brothers just battling each other to the end in the same team.
Basically just basically what everyone would possibly have before with Ralph and Michael, you know. That would have been fucking fun. And it all comes down to Michael going on holiday. And Michael's past ball boy, Smolly's past ball boy.
Oh, Smolly as well. Ballboy not defending at all. He has more energy than Smolly.
Yeah.
Michael.
I mean, if you're able to hold on yet, if you just go to the inside line into that first corner, you can't. It's so hard to overtake around the outside. Smolly's got 3 seconds.
Oh. Do you reckon that Ballboy's going to try to go on to the end on those tires?
Yeah, 100%.
Do you reckon that the mediums can go on to the end?
They will, but they'll die. They'll be dead. That's the thing. I'm not. Oh, Michael! Michael decided. Making up a beautiful Imola track, in fact. Lads, don't go wheel to wheel there. There's one place you do not. If there's one place you don't want to go wheel to wheel, it is Aqua Minerale.
Or the chicane right here.
No, that's just impossible. But all this fighting is helping Sen run away.
Yeah, although it is only 2 seconds, so he's not gaining massively. But yeah, that's helping him.
The gap really is.
Most mediums should be faster.
Yeah. I mean, the gap really we need to focus on is 2.5 between Michael and Sen. Obviously, Smolly's penalty.
So Smolly is deploying a bit of battery though down the straight, gained about half a second there. I think he's just pushing to get into the DS of Sen.
Yeah, don't forget these two are fighting for position technically, so.
Yeah.
I've left the position changes on. Didn't mean to do that, but technically, Michael's still technically your race leader. Ballboy second-ish. Actually, no, he's not. He's not.
No, he's not.
He's third by 2 tenths.
Yeah.
And now he's being hounded all. And hounded all over back by Edzak. Sen's got another. Oh, that makes this interesting.
And Smolly's in the DRS now. Sen must have made a big mistake there through Aqua Minerale. They got that penalty.
Just wide, possibly.
Yeah.
And this has really opened the door for Michael to take the win.
And Smolly purple for sector 2, so he's really pushing. JB with a penalty down in P9 as he's getting overtaken by Barry.
Yeah, and Edzak as well, all over the back of Ballboy. Smolly though, 2 tenths. He's got him.
Yeah, Smolly is really pushing this.
Yeah, Smolly's got him easy.
Be a roadblock for Michael.
Yeah, the medium tyres, they need to make the advantage work. Edzak is open through now into 4th as well. Now he's 4th position, over getting a penalty so far. I mean, we praise Ballboy for not getting penalties, keeping it consistent. Edzak as well. I mean, he's not as consistent as Ballboy. I mean, he does not sometimes have a spin in comparison, but Edzak is still possibly top 3 most consistent drivers in F2 this season.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, we saw it with Sergio Risa, him getting on the curb and losing all those places. Now he's back up into P4 again, so definitely has a pace on this track. As now Sen is holding up Michael, and it's exactly what Smolly wanted.
1.5 seconds. Sen's hearts can't be dead, surely.
No.
But then again, they probably are. Let's just quickly check the tyre life. 14 laps he's been on them hards.
But we had so many safety cars, and I mean, to be fair,
yellow flags? That's JB.
Yeah.
JB's lost his wing. Virtual.
You see.
Yeah, he's lost his wing. It looked like he was beached on the curb, to be fair.
This track, I mean, it does go on the tires a bit, especially the front tires, I believe, in the first sector, and then
Sends in.
with some of the chicanes.
Sends in.
Oh, sends in.
No, that's smart. Go onto the softs. He's going to have the grippiest tyres of them all.
Yes, but you also have a lot of ground to gain, because this is only a virtual safety car.
But he's not lost a whole lot, to be fair. He'll be in clean air for a while, regarding he's ahead of Berry the Bear, who's into the pit lane as well. So Sen's going to be in clean air. He's going to be on the softest tyres. He should get fastest lap.
I mean, he already has it right now, but
Yeah,
JB
JB
getting
plays.
5 second penalty.
Yeah, that's not ideal. But yeah,
He
not
has
like
so much traffic to deal with, though. And
Oh,
JB why? You could have gotten points, mate. So Barry's in the pits as well.
Yeah, that'll be softs as well. No, mediums. He's got mediums.
Maybe he doesn't have any softs.
Yeah, that's fair enough if he has them. I mean, the mediums, fresh mediums are still going to be quite strong.
True.
So, let's just look for gap. 28 seconds is the gap Sen has to gain in 8 laps to win this. Plus the penalty. So basically, I think Sen's bottled it. Then again, he's already gained 2 seconds.
I mean, the gaps are gonna get closer now because we're back up to racing speed, but he'd have to gain that much time and overtake all those cars.
Yeah, oh, Steven, Mickey, Bullboy. I don't think Sen's going to win this, to be fair. I think he's thrown away a podium. Then again, he did have the 6 seconds. Mickey and Bullboy are going for this as well. Oh, Mickey loses the rear end just slightly there. That might have been a little bit of contact there. A bit cheeky from Bullboy, but manages to stay ahead in 4th place. In this scenario, Bullboy is not going to want to let Mickey go because he'll hold him up when he's trying to chase down Smolly's penalty.
Yeah. It might be smart to just let Mickey pass, just stay in his DRS.
True, could help.
Let him pull you along, because I think at this point the mediums are still stronger than the hards. I think towards the end, mediums and the hards will be somewhat equal in terms of tire life. But right now I think Mickey is on the faster tire.
Yeah. So, oh my god, a bit of a wheel spin there on the exit of Variante Alta. And, 8 tenths. He needs to... between Smart... No!
Oh!
No! Smart is out! No. No.
How?
He spun on the second Ravazza. Bullboy's in. Edzak hasn't stopped. Edzak can't stop. Mickey stays out. Ferraris are both in. Sen's coming through the Ravazzas. He's going to stay out. He's got a penalty.
Within 3 laps we had 2 lead changes out of nowhere. God, Smiley.
Sen stays out. So, but don't forget the 6-second time penalty. But Bullboy now can get carried by Sen.
It's really important for Michael and Edzak because they were already past the pit entrance when the safety car came out.
And they're going to lose a hell of a lot of time if they do.
I mean, they're only hoping
you can't call it.
Mickey just holding up everybody.
You can't call it, to be honest.
Sen is back into it again. Bullboy is back into it. Oh, Steven might be into it. Barry might be on for a podium.
At this current stage, of the people who haven't got penalties, we've got Edzak winning, Bullboy in second, Berry in third. Mate, you need to turn up to every race because it's not normally like this.
To be honest, I think even someone like Rebecca could still end up on the podium for all I know.
Let's look at the penalties, shall we? See who's at the major disadvantage. Penalties. Sen is screwed. He's on 6 seconds worth of penalties.
I'm gonna check the warnings really quick.
Oh, Steven's got another 3 seconds. Oh, Steven's just picked up another 3 seconds. He's now on to 6. We're going to have a few laps on the safety car. We're at the safety car queue is currently at the Ravazzas. Rackler is at the pit exit.
Let's see. Barry has 2 warnings, Edzak
Yeah.
has 1 warning, Ballboy has no warnings. So Steven manages to pick up another warning and a penalty and a safety car somehow.
Iconic. I don't think you can call this race, to be fair.
Yeah.
You just can't.
I think a car with 4 tires might win.
I think one of the cars on track will win, to be fair.
Alright, even don't bet at this point. Like we could just have someone with 3 tires costing life for all I know.
We're just gonna get murdered.
God, I mean, we do have quite a big rate of attrition, only half the cars are remaining in this race, but...
See, you don't get this sort of action in PSGL or WOR.
True.
I'm just saying.
I mean, because people don't bother it all the time.
No, if they murder someone, they do it properly.
Ah. They're professionals.
Exactly. Have you not seen, like, their last few races where, like...
No, I'm not watching other leagues.
It's been
I'm
all
watching
over...
my own league.
They're all over, like, each other. I think it was... They had 9 DNFs in Jeddah in PSGL F1 on PC.
God. I mean, clearly FRL is for superior league.
Exactly. I mean, you don't get this sort of action. You don't have 4 people, but about 5... I think we've had about 6 people bottle a possible race win.
Let's see, it's Molly
The
twice.
Nilsano, Cassie and Nick and Ellis probably could have won this.
We had Smolly bottled twice, so that's 5 in total. We had San potentially bottled with a pit stop, but then he might be back into contention again over his penalties.
He made a
6.
bottle and he's recovering it, so 6.
Edzak had a bit of a bottle on his last safety car restart, so maybe 6.5. Becker bottled it. Pretty much everybody bottled it at some point in the race.
I think the only person not to bottle it is Mickey. No, he was in the lead of the race and then he just dropped to 11th.
True. So ball boy.
No, even he bottled it from 2nd. Because he lost about 4 positions or something.
So
I don't think No, because he had the collision with Rackler, so technically that's a joint bottle.
True. He has been bottled.
Ignore the Imola GP. This is the bottle GP.
Yeah. And
I think JB bottled it by retiring. Leslie just
in contention.
Leslie bottled it by being Leslie. Uminoy bottled it because throttle.
Because what?
Nilsano bottled it because I swear if we get rain in this race, I swear to God.
We will only have 3 laps remaining after this.
I do not trust any of these guys to drive on a fucking motorway at this point. I do not trust them to drive these cars on slicks in the rain. But Edzak now, Michael. Michael becomes your virtual Burt Mylander.
Yeah.
Edzak's in 2nd, in the most optimal position of them all. But don't forget, Bullboy and Sen are on softs.
You're gonna have Diaz on the last lap.
Oh, no, basically no DRS because it won't be activated.
It will be on the last lap.
30, we got 30 and 31, no DRS, and then 32 with DRS. Yeah, but this is the only DRS straight, and it's after the start-finish straight.
Oh yes, alright. So
And Nilsano's
50 meters of DRS as Michael did get a brilliant restart.
Edzak's hard's looking to be quite bad. As Nilsano says this race is great, Sen's already all over the back of me. Guess where, God, if these two collide, now and Ballboy gets into basically provisional P2. Sen is all over the back of Mickey in a moment. This is what the top 2 needed. But here comes Sen down the inside of Tosa. Ballboy! Where's he come from? They're wheel to wheel.
He's gonna get Sen as well.
Come on, Ballboy! Come on!
No, he's gone back out
No,
of it.
that's smart, to be fair, because Sen's got the penalty.
Smart driving.
Berry's now dropped to 8th. It's still 4 points for finishing last. Keyword, finishing.
Yeah. But even when Barry is getting some positions now with those penalties.
Sen's got another 3. Sen's pushing. That's the thing. Sen's going to push to try and win this on track.
Yeah, but it won't bring him anything with all those penalties.
Exactly. Can't really get him removed. Now, Sen, just really late break on Edzak, you know. Send him into the gravel.
No, don't.
No. It would be nice, but don't. It'll be nice for Ball Boy.
Yeah, it won't be nice for us watching though.
No, we wouldn't. We don't want to see it. Do it if you. Ed, that's what you do. That's how you defend it. Oh, Stevens 5th. Oh, Stevens 5th.
Yeah.
Come on, Ball Boy. Come on, son. Mike, I still have a feeling Ball Boy can win this.
I mean, realistically, it's only
yellow flags, Mickey.
It's like as Mikey, and Mickey is on around.
I just call him Mickey. It's funnier.
Mickey, Mikey.
We've got 2 mini mics. We've got Mikael Van Dongen. We've got Michael F1. So I have to call one of them Mikael.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. Losing the backhand a bit for Aqua Minerale.
He's on the grass.
And on the grass.
From him. This is what. Oh my god! No, boys! Ball Boy's into seconds! And Michael's penalty!
Sen spun it. Boy was in the second. Boy was going to win this race.
Michael!
Boy was winning this race. Stay calm. It's happening.
He's going to win in Italy in a Ferrari. He just needs to hold on. Hold the fucking inside, Ball Boy. Hold the fucking inside. Be inside, Ball Boy. Be inside line, please. Can we just bring up, by the way, Nelsano's just put in the chat, if Ball Boy wins he's going to retire.
It's nice knowing you, Nelsano.
He's just put boys on retiring. Oh my gosh. Hawk needs to commentate.
Just gotta bring it home, mate.
Hawk, you need to commentate on every race at this point.
You think I'm
wait. I need to check something. Leader. Berry de Beer is 6/10 off getting on the podium. But he's losing time to Stephen and Rackler.
Yeah, they're both battling.
If Michael spins this now. Michael's lost. Michael? What's happened? Michael's had an issue! Ball Boy's going for it! He's going No! What's happened?
Ow!
No! What the fuck? And out of all of this, how has this happened? Edzak is going to win the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix in F2. Why?
Bob was going to finish second now.
No, 3rd. Rackler second. I'm gone. Mike. No, Mike, you never saw that right.
How? What happened to Michael to Aqua Minerale?
I think he just made a mistake. Driver David by the in-game bank was Rackler, by the way. I don't know how. I think Michael is going to have to run out of Italy.
Yes.
He's going to have to run. What the fuck happened? Edzak wins. I don't know. He's just kept his nose out of trouble, to be fair. Apart from the fact he bottled himself. Oh my god, Ball Boy is fuming. He is seething. Check the F2 channel. Check it.
Oh god, yeah, he is. Oh god. To be honest, I can't blame him. I would be fuming as well in his position.
Perfect time to use that. Edzak wins. Rackler in second, Ball Boy in third. Berry de Beer takes his best finish in FRL. Michael F1 in fifth. Stephen in sixth. Mickey in seventh. Sen takes the fastest lap in eighth. For some reason, Smolly and JB have got points. They won't be awarded them in the end because they have not been classified. Leslie, Umloyd, and then your three people who decided not to turn up on lap one and decided to go for pizza instead. So should we get your Then again, I don't think Ed, Zach and Rackler do interviews. Oh, for God's sake, I'm gonna just message them when we've got interviews now.
God.
And out of all that, Hugo's still there. To be fair, you can't expect Bulwood couldn't expect Michael to bow down for him, to let him by, because for all we know, Michael could have got one or two warnings removed. So that's fun. I'll invite the top 3 into the chat now, into the party, and just see. Bulwood's one, and then Ed, Zach. I'll invite him in. No, Mike. I can't get Rackler in. His settings are not lovely.
See, I try to get him in.
Welcome back to F2. So of course. Well, wait. We can wait like 2 minutes, and if they don't turn up, we won't do the interviews. He's just put that I won that race. That must be a purposeful takeout.
I mean, I don't think it's purposeful, but
You can't. It's not. It wouldn't be intentional. Michael wouldn't do that intentionally.
or would he? No.
Maybe if Cassidy was behind him.
Nah, they get along too much.
Yeah.
I'm. So I just saved my replay because I want to see that again because I was on board with Michael through that. Oh god, I feel so heartbroken for poor boy.
Yeah, no, genuinely. We might have been laughing in the comms booth because that was just so unexpected. But, I mean, all credit to Ed, Zach taking the win there.
Yeah, definitely. It was a good recovery drive from him, but...
I mean, it just... Bunty's just put in the general chat. Michael, you're on behalf of everyone, you're a cunt for taking out Ball Boy. And then Neil Sardo's just put, he's a goat.
That's a bit mean.
Anyway, I don't think the top 3 will be joining us in interviews this week, I'm afraid. So, next week we head over to I don't know the calendar myself. Miami. We're back in America for the worst of the 3 USA tracks, in my opinion, and my opinion's always right.
Good thing with next week is Miami. I might be discussing replacing it with Las Vegas because obviously we had to
Please.
earlier on in the season. Depends on if the track limit issues that might have been there before.
Hopefully.
Fixed or not.
Hopefully we can get Las Vegas, because it'd be nice to see it instead of Miami, to be honest with you. But that's going to do it for today's stream. I've been Zook. He's been Hawk. And yeah, we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.